Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Rock and Roll Union streamcast. I'm here with George Almond and my other friend
Chad Boucher.
Chad Boucher. Sorry, Chad.
You were ready for that.
From great pickup, but from Scorpio. We are coming here live from the Record Museum in Berlin, New Jersey. Great spot, man. I walked in here feeling like a kid in a candy store, man. There's so much cool stuff here. We just came off the air with Philly Rock Radio, really cool spot. And George, if you guys are unfamiliar with George was actually my co-host a couple moons ago, man, but it's been a while. But these guys will be kicking ass, opening up the 5th anniversary bash. I can't believe it's been 5 years, George. It's unreal.
Yeah, we closed the first one.
Yes. You guys closed.
At like 2 in the morning.
We did Rock for Recovery at McStew's. That was our very first live event, helped by Clockwork Productions. And I didn't know George before that, man. We've gotten to be pretty good friends since then. So talk to us a little bit, George, Chad, about the new Scorpio, what it looks like now. I mean, we've been with you guys every step of the way.
Yeah. Well, after the pandemic, we like around I guess it would be the springtime in 2001. Me and Michelle said, let's get it back going. Michelle's our singer, and nobody else wanted back in. So we had to start. We had to get new people. Now we got lucky right away and got Chad Boucher.
It's all good.
Boucher.
And
Bobby Boucher.
Yeah, we had the hardest time getting a second guitarist and bass player, and we did get a couple bass players in and out. It was rough, but
what's up with bass players, man?
I don't know. Tell me. I don't know. After 35 years,
There's got to be lead guys that just want to pick up that Jocko bass.
So the voice you guys
you can
hear,
sit right in the corner.
you can see him. This is the owner of the Record Museum. Introduce yourself.
Hey,
There's a space right here.
I have my alias. Okay, it's Spin up here.
We got a big light up there. You might want to flip that. Yeah.
Turn it down a little bit. There we go.
We gotta go like that.
You know what? Lighting is important.
Yeah, it is. But anyway, so we finally got a full band after. Oh god, it took like 2 years, and now we're gigging. I hate saying gigs. I like to call them shows.
Yeah, they are show. Yeah, dude.
And we're doing our 3rd show now since Chad's been in the band. That's about it. That's about as exciting as that gets.
Dude, so you guys, this will be, I think you said on Philly Rock, this will be your 3rd show together since the reformation of the band.
Since Chad was in it, but we had a couple different people in and out on the second guitar and bass part.
Man, we go back to the Vets Rock Picnic, which is way back. We go back to the Trocadero show with Kevin Mercer.
Yeah,
this is going back, man. And what makes the current formation of the band feel the right fit right now for you, George? Because it's been a while.
I think it's the attention to detail. Everybody's really wanting to learn their parts, like they're on the album, because and everybody's just working on their sound. That's the most important thing. We eventually want to work on maybe doing some moves and whatnot. We got to work on some background vocals a little better, but everybody just shows up prepared. That's
awesome.
It's
a big thing.
I never really had that problem with the other members at all. But I was saying on Philly Rock Radio, Chad is the guitar player of all the guitar players we had that plays the solos to the T like they are, and that's just
that's awesome.
I love that.
But Chatified.
There it is. It's been chatified. So, dude, it's just been a while, man. I'm glad that I'm hanging here with you guys tonight. I also want to talk to the owner of the Record Museum. How long ago did we open up?
Did we?
Well, how long ago did you open up?
What, you mean this hobby?
Yeah,
obsession.
There it is.
Into a business.
Yeah, how did it come into play?
Well, it was just all about collecting Neil Young when it really began.
There it is.
I was always into vinyl, missed my vinyl records, and they disappeared somewhere in my 30s, I think. And
maybe did you have a wife then?
It could be.
Somewhere between wife 1 and wife 2. Let's put it
There you
that
go.
way. And then I kind of missed him, and then I really got into Neil Young in a big way. Like that's all I listened to. It was nuts because there was so much to know, learn, and grow from. Just seeing his growth, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
So it was like the journey never ended when you start getting into that. So I just started really getting into that, and then needed to have every Neil Young vinyl record, and it was going to a record store and then picking up Boston and picking up Foreigner and picking up whatever from what I listened to in college. And it grew from there. And then, I don't know, I had this place, it was starting up and had the carpet store and had some space. And I turned on up over the local, I think it was the Marlton News, and on the classified section, there was a guy that was selling 5,000 records, make an offer, bring a truck. So I made an offer for a truck, and that was like the start of like having some records, kind of, you know what I mean? But I never really thought much of it. Just brought them up here, and people were starting to buy them a little bit and doing some different things. And that was like the beginning. But the beginning of the next chapter of the beginning was. There was a guy, you guys might know him, Tony in Maple Shade. He was an album hunter.
Sounds familiar.
He listened to Rush Limbaugh all day long. It's like you had to go in the store and listen to Rush Limbaugh. All things. That was Tony.
I don't know if I'd be going in that store.
Yeah. Whatever your politics are, but play music or something, man. Don't play that.
Right.
The album hunter, I heard of that.
Can you imagine the brainwashing of people? Oh my God. It's horrible, but I guess we're all brainwashed. I just want to be brainwashed
I want to be brainwashed by rock.
Friendly, nice way. Not mad, angry. Ooh.
It feels like the weight of the world anymore.
I don't think I could be brainwashed.
Oh,
you got to have brains, right?
Well, unless they're washed away already.
I mean, there's.
Oh, so I am brainwashed.
Yeah, so I had gone, that's where basically I was buying my vintage records from. And then, so I go there, I started selling those 5,000 records on Discogs from a tip from Vic in Pittman. Vic had a little record shop, coffee shop, and had some concerts in there once in a while. It was a little place, it was pretty cool. Had my birthday party there.
Are you going to have any shows here?
I've had shows here.
Oh, okay.
In fact,
so that might be.
I got something to show you.
Uh-oh.
But talk about yourselves for a while. Do you mind if I show you what I'm
Absolutely.
Okay. I'll be back.
We're down for anything. Me and George have been through things we won't disclose on.
Let's put Chad on the spot.
Yeah, let's put Chad on the spot. So how big, it took me a little while to realize.
You're in line.
When I first started.
You got more company over here.
Oh, Age of War is here. Come on in, guys. Age of War is with us, guys.
I have to push that back.
Hello. Hi.
Here, you guys want the seat?
I mean, if you're offering it enough.
You talk to us enough. Go ahead. You guys get it fun.
Thank you.
So, guys, please welcome Age of Or. Like I said, Philly Rock's downstairs running their show. This is Age of Or. They got through the first round of the break contest for the Bamboozle Festival. They're going into round 2. And may I say, man, you guys kick ass. They are so young, but it is so refreshing to see a band this young, this hungry. And I got to ask if you guys could just go let our viewers know what position you play in the band, how old you are, and like what you're into, that kind of thing.
So my name's Lucas. I play drums. I've been playing for about 10 years now, and I like playing just like heavy metal music. A lot of that stuff, just fast speed metal stuff like that.
I'm Justina. I'm 18. I've been playing bass for 8 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's good though.
Hell yeah, she is.
She can hold her own for sure.
Absolutely. And
did you have anything else?
Oh, I was gonna say my favorite band's Alice in Chains. I love playing metal and funk.
nice.
Slap
Nice.
bass. It's
Slap bass
funky.
is very fun. And I'm Jake. I'm also 18. Surprisingly, I'm actually younger than her. But yeah, I play guitar, I sing, and I would probably say my favorite band is Alter Bridge. I'm really into
Nice.
like that progressive metal, kind of like that. Kind of, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it's a kind of reserved, but in a really good way. You know what I mean? It's very thoughtful in how they put the
Yes,
songs together.
absolutely.
You know?
I agree. And I mean, as far as being a band, how long have you guys been together? How long have you guys known each other?
We've been a band for like 7 years now.
Yeah, me and him are
Wow.
brothers.
Yeah.
So we've been playing together ever since like we started playing music, and then she just joined us 8 months ago.
So I guess you could consider us a band per se. I guess you could say we've been playing. Me and him have been playing together as a band for 10 years, but we've been officially like the age of 4 for 7 years, and then she just joined us over the summer.
Gotcha. I mean, the one thing that I can say is I had heard, when I talked to you the first time,
Yeah.
I had mentioned that, I heard whispers around the circuit about you guys and heard great things about you guys. And the break contest was the first time me checking you guys out.
Mm.
And the first time I saw you guys, I was like, wow, these guys are friggin' incredible. And like you guys came out wanting to rip the roof off the place.
Yeah, that was a great night.
And
That was awesome.
I just want to know, like, influence wise, you guys are so young. What do you listen to? Who are some of the bands that you guys like to emulate?
My like top favorite bands. I love Slipknot, Alter Bridge, also, and Iron Maiden, Iron Maiden is like the first like metal band I ever listened to. So they're my like big 3 influences.
Good stuff. How about you?
I know I said Alice in Chains is my favorite. I listen to them so much, and I can never think of like a top 3 off the top of my head. But I just listen to a lot of like 90s alternative and grunge, and a lot of metal, which I know is I don't know. I can't think of 3 right now.
You want my top 3 or my top 30?
We'll do top 3.
I would probably say Tool, Alter Bridge, and then honestly, I've been getting kind of into Deftones recently.
Good stuff. Man.
Surprisingly, I never actually liked them until probably a couple months ago, but they're kind of growing on me now a little bit. But I wouldn't say they're number 3. I would say probably either Slipknot or I Prevail. Would be my
Okay,
third.
I Prevail's awesome
Yeah,
too.
we saw them live at the Stone Pony.
Oh,
a couple months
man.
ago. Oh, dude, that show was nuts. We almost didn't make it out of there alive. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, like the one thing that I gotta say with the younger crowd is, like, does it annoy you to go to school and they're like, most of the people your age are into like pop music or other forms of music that are, like, to me, highly annoying. But does that stuff bother you? Like, do you feel like an outsider in school? I'm just trying to place myself in your shoes. Like,
it used to bother me, like back when I was maybe like a freshman in high school or something like
Gotcha.
that. But like nowadays, honestly, I've kind of converted all of my friends to my music taste.
that's awesome.
Hold on, I'm getting a call from somebody, so this is probably the president or something. All right, never mind. It was just my friend. I hung up on him. Okay, yeah, but we I don't know why I just lost my train of thought there.
Wait until you're my age, 60.
People annoying you.
Yes. Yeah. So I mean, it doesn't really annoy me that much anymore, as much as it used to. I've kind of converted all the people I know into metalheads, which is a pretty
That's
cool
great.
thing. You know what I mean?
That's
That's actually really
What?
hard to do too.
That's great,
Like,
especially at your age. That's
All my
fantastic.
friends were into like really heavily into rap and stuff like that. Just like, the typical stuff, Lil Wayne, Lil Uzi, stuff like that.
Oh, man.
And I mean, whatever. I mean, they tried to get me into it, and I was like, nah, here, listen to this instead. And now they're all like huge into Deftones. Alice in Chains is like all my friends' favorite bands. So I mean, I'd say I did a good job.
I mean,
well, at least you got the right bands.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the one thing that my son is even older than you guys, I have a 3-year-old, but I also have a 23-year-old.
Oh wow.
And he talks to me constantly about how a lot of hip hop artists are kind of adapting harder music into their sound now.
Yes.
And how the trend seems to be getting heavier.
Yeah.
and it shows that metal's really popping up again.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Post Malone and Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, I remember that.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, there's definitely a lot of mixing going on, and I feel like that's the way music in general, like in this very like modern moment right now, is actually starting to borrow ideas from everything.
Well, you got to collaborate.
Yeah, you have to.
You know, if you're not collaborating, and maybe that's what's been missing a lot. You can do it over video or whatever.
Yeah.
But maybe that's what's missing. Or maybe there'll be a pent up demand which will push it forward. Maybe that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Without collaboration, you would not have Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, Crosby, Stills and Nash, Crosby's and Nash.
Yeah, exactly.
Stills
and
Young.
God, man, and we're still mourning the loss, man. It's still David Crosby is just recently lost him, but the only critique, and I laugh when I say this because you're going to kill me when I say this. The only critique that I had that was negative about anything that I saw from you guys at the break contest was I wanted to just see more of a kick-ass face from you. Like, you were so happy to be in the moment. I was like, show an angry face. You were smiling ear to ear, and I was like, show them you want to fucking kill them.
You gotta feel the emotion.
Well, you'll see.
That's music.
You'll see, like,
feel what you're playing.
I mean, I felt the joy coming from you to play to a room that size full of people. But I was like, man, she's got to like get that angry look.
Well, you'll get like full band pictures of us where you'll see like me and Luke, and we're both just like staring through the camera soul. Like, we could probably break the camera lens with how hard we're looking at it. And then you look at her and she's just like, it's got this like joyous face on. She looks like the most like innocent person up on stage ever. In between both of us, and we just look like we're pissed off at the world.
So here's an idea. How about pictures of you guys like looking like you're gonna like sacrifice her?
Oh my god, that'd be funny.
Just band props.
Man. Yeah. Just setting up different scenarios where we just kind of like Photoshop ourselves in. That'd be funny.
I mean, to tell you guys a funny story, my wife, Lovely Day, who's at home, she was on the set of a horror movie scene, and she sent me a picture of her decapitated head.
Oh, wow.
And I sent it to my best friend who I've been friends with for 30 years. Just with a text, I finally did it. And
oh my God.
I didn't talk to him for like hours. I let him stew on it for hours.
That's brutal. Oh my God, that's brutal.
And then finally I told him, he was like, dude, I want to kill you so much.
That is crazy, dude. That's
so just ideas for maybe later record label, like record covers.
That might be the best prank I've actually heard of. Like that's diabolical.
Record covers, man. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Speaking of record covers.
Here we go.
All right. You asked if we had a show.
Yes.
And as a matter of fact, we did have a show on Insurrection Day. And Insurrection Day was on a full moon. So the name of this album is Insurrection Day Madness on a Full Moon.
Nice.
So that's what we do.
Good stuff, man. Can I keep this?
Yeah, that's a prototype.
Awesome.
It's just a prototype.
I like that. I like the newsprint look.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That is cool.
Well, the next one's going to be called something else. It's not going to be Insurrection Day. It's going to be something else.
Yeah.
I wish I could read actually.
This is such a cool spot, and I'm so glad you guys came out tonight, because I told you there's so many different people in the scene here tonight, and like the Record Museum, I can't recommend it highly enough to you guys out there. But this coming Saturday, can you give our viewers a little bit of info as far as getting tickets, as far as supporting you guys? How do people get out there and see that show this week?
I like that color in here.
Well, we're playing.
That's yellow.
We're playing at what, 4:30?
Yep.
It's going to be at Casey Ray's in Vineland, Saturday, March 11th. Be there or be square. I mean, if you show up, I'm giving everyone who gets there a free cookie. So, show up. No, I'm just kidding.
Do it all for the cookie.
Yeah, no, but it's March 11th.
It's a metaphorical cookie.
March 11th, 4:30. We're gonna be absolutely demolishing the house. You know what I mean? We're gonna be We're gonna be going bonkers. We're gonna be going ballistic. So it should be a great night.
Now, the last question that I got for you guys is the first round of the break contest. You guys only got 20 minutes because
Yes.
of the number of bands that were there.
Mhm.
Now we've obviously limited the groups. So are you guys able to play a longer set this time?
Nope.
No, it's still 20 minutes.
Still 20 minutes. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, but I mean, it's going to be the probably the most fun 20 minutes of that.
Now I
day.
know that you guys have played other recent shows. I've seen you guys were playing at Dobbs. I've seen other events that you guys have done. What's coming up next for you guys besides the break contest?
We actually have some pretty exciting stuff coming up after the break contest.
The day after.
We are going home, going to sleep, waking up at 3 a.m, and driving down to Austin, Texas.
Kick ass, bro.
And we're going to they're having South by Southwest there.
Nice.
So we're all of the venues there. We get like free reign of them basically.
That's
We're
great.
setting up on Wednesday. And we're playing two sets on Wednesday and then one set on Thursday. It's Thursday, right? Or is it Tuesday?
I think it's Thursday.
Yeah, it's probably Thursday if my memory isn't mistaking me. But yeah, that's going to be insane. I can't wait for that. It's probably going to be the best barbecue food I'll ever have in my
Hell
life.
yeah,
And it's going to
dude.
be an absolutely amazing week.
Do me a favor if you guys can while you're out there. Post something live on the Rock and Roll Union page.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
check-in.
Oh,
And
of course,
like
yeah.
let us know how you guys are doing.
Oh,
out
that'd be
there,
great.
man. So guys, thank you so much
Of
for being
course.
here tonight. Enjoy hanging out, man. I'm
Of course.
sure we'll be hanging out afterwards.
Oh yeah,
Thank you guys so much. Thank you.
it was great to see you again.
There
Where's
it
that?
is. Guys, I'm bringing on next the premier printer, the exclusive printer of the Rock and Roll Union, Phoenix Custom Printing. If you guys need band merch on the way out the door, this is a guy that does all my stuff, man. T-shirts, hats, flags, whatever you
Awesome,
need,
thank
man.
you.
This is the guy to see.
You guys are on sticker.
Oh, let's
I'm
I'm putting this on my guitar case.
Hell yeah.
Your car because the ink will wash off.
This
You'll
is
just have a
the
white
this
square
is the
on
guy to see, man. Ken Shepard, man. Really excited to see. It's been a while, brother.
Thank you.
Have a great night, guys.
Yeah.
Good luck on the break.
Thanks, man.
What's
But,
up, CT?
Man, this is the guy. This is the guy that printed all the 5th anniversary edition of the Rock and Roll Union. Can't believe it's been 5 years already.
5 years, man.
And man, it's a good thing, man. Good to see you.
What
brother.
what happens at 5 years old? They learn to count. So
Yeah.
Rock and Roll Union knows how to count now.
We can count.
You can count.
We can pick our nose.
Yeah, you sippies, drink sippies. Look, you got your big sippy there.
Yeah, I got my sippy.
Yeah, I don't have one. I didn't get a sippy. But
Oh, there's plenty downstairs.
okay, I'll keep that.
I'll
in mind.
help you.
I already asked where the bar was. They were like, it's not here. So
But what's been going on with Phoenix, man? I know you guys have been you guys
well, my daughter helps. So technically, it is us guys.
So yeah, I mean, I know you've been killing it, brother.
Yeah.
You've got a couple like bigger names that you're working with now, and a lot of other stuff that you've
Yeah.
been doing. You've had your hands full.
Yes, and on top of a day job, which I don't know if I told you, I actually got
I
a
know-
new day job.
Yeah, I know you
Yeah,
did, dude.
Another,
That's
another
great.
photography company. So yeah,
So if you guys are looking for rock photography, if you're looking for promotional material, if you're looking for anything as far as band merch, that kind of stuff, he has been the exclusive printer of the Rock and Roll Union the entire time. We got the 5th anniversary shirts coming up. They'll be debuting at the Sic Vikki show April 8th for our 5th anniversary bash, man. Really excited for that.
Yep.
And man, so
they go on the press this week, dude.
dude, I am so stoked for that. And that is thanks to a lot of bands that were involved with that. And that, I believe, is that a first for you as far as all those band
Yes, this is going to be the biggest print I've done on the back of a shirt. In fact, the biggest print I did was for you. So you got to cut me a break, man. Using up all my ink.
Dude, I am so excited. Like, there's so many cool bands involved. All the bands that wanted to be part of that. And I want to bring on Michelle Beal. I'm not sure where George Almond went, but Make sure I take off the. Hey,
Hi.
how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. This is my friend Kevin.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Kevin.
So, man, we talked with Amin. I think he's out in mingling. You know how George is.
Oh yeah.
So I wanted to talk to you a little bit. I know that Scorpio is now into a new version, a new
Yep.
lineup. And George had said this was only your third show back.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Man, like, what's the difference now? How do you feel? Like, I've seen you from like gig one to like now, and like you've really come a long way.
Thank
How
you.
comfortable are you now with this show?
I'm fine. I'm totally comfortable. I like rock and roll.
Hell yeah, man! It's so good talking to you. It's been so long.
Yes. I love
So,
it. I love it.
As far as Scorpio is concerned, have now the chance that you've had finally to see Scorpions live? I saw your post. You were so stoked to be there. That was so great.
Yeah.
And was there any things you took away from that show?
Well, not really. I think I've studied them for a really long time, so I wasn't really that surprised. Of course, I was impressed. Actually, I took away. I became a fan of Thunder Mother, which was the female metal band that opened for them. So that was cool to see them there. But no, I didn't really take much away because, like I said, I've been studying them for like 7 years or 5 years, whatever it's been.
Yeah, I hear you.
So, but it was wonderful to hear them and see them. They did a great job. It was a great show.
Man, now the one thing I want to ask you, just because I know it's a big hobby of yours, and it's something. This year, I don't know if you know, this year I was thrown into being a science teacher as my day job, and I just got out of the unit. Believe it or not, today was the last day that I was teaching the bird unit that we're doing. So I figured, you're almost a professional in that.
Yeah.
How has this crazy weather been affecting that?
I think I am really concerned. What I'm mainly concerned about right now is that there's a lot of things that already have buds, and it's a little early. And the issue is with bird migration that's going to come up in spring. The concern is the timing, because when the trees bud, they're fair. And the migration is timed with that, so that when the birds come all the way from like across the Gulf of Mexico, they're ready for that food source. So my concern is, if everything buds early, I'm just hoping there's going to be enough of a food source. Concern for migrating birds. I've also seen some of the birds of prey sort of looking like they're nesting a little bit early. So I definitely think the birds are confused. Some never left at all for the winter. So I think the warmer temperatures have definitely confused them.
Yeah, I've seen. I remember going back, man. This is going back probably about 20 years. People were saying that the coasts were going to flip weather patterns, and you can totally see it this year as far as California getting hit with like blizzards, and we have had a very mild, to put it best, winter, and I think that had a lot of play in that.
Yeah, I know. I think that that biggest, and the earlier that things go off course in nature, that's going to affect everything. So yeah, that's definitely a concern, especially from a bird migration.
Man. So my question, just going back to Scorpio a little bit, any new tunes that you guys are adding to the set list? Anything new that you're getting used to singing?
We are actually discussing that right now. We're discussing some potential songs because we have the new members who may want to come in and have a request that they want to play. But for the most part, we've been sticking with what we've done before, and because it's really about what people want to hear. We try to provide what people want to hear. So not just, what we personally like. you know, so that we have a song. I can tell you like the most requested tunes. One of the most requested ones is Wind of Change.
Yeah.
Everyone always asks about that one. And No One Like You, of course, has to be played at every show. And of course, Rock You Like a Hurricane has to be at every show. But for the most part, like like I said, we try to stick with like the hits. But it is not off the table that we might, you know, do. We just did a new song, Coming Home. We actually just played that song in our last show, and that's a killer tune.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, as far as your original stuff, Michelle, I know that you were involved in some original music. Are you still doing that?
Yeah, actually, my friend Camp and Patty from the Psychedelic Elders,
Hell
her and
yeah.
I actually just recently started writing songs again together. So we are working the songs out. We're taking our time. We're both playing acoustic guitar right now, just getting everything down, doing the arrangements, and then we're planning on looking for musicians to actually record with us. We've recorded already 2 previous. One was an LP and one was an EP. We
Nice.
actually are looking to like add some musicians for just studio purposes. And but first we are, you know, finishing up these songs. So we have 3 right now, 3 or 4 in the works. And probably by May we're going to start branching out and looking for people to get back into the studio and do some recording.
Nice. Yeah, I definitely had I have plans this weekend to go out and check out Camp and Patty with the Psychedelic Elders. Are playing the
Awesome.
Oddity Bar in Wilmington. Looking
Yeah.
forward to that show.
Yeah.
They'll be playing one set with Stack of Bones, and Stack of Bones I really kind of started liking because I hadn't heard them before, Psychedelic Elders, so I'm looking forward to seeing that show.
Yeah.
But
Cool.
Michelle, thank you so much for coming
You're
on
welcome.
tonight for a little bit, and best of luck to everything. And
Thank you.
I'm sure we'll be talking soon. I'll see
Yes,
you
it
on
was nice.
April
nice to see
8th.
you. Yep, April 8th. Nice to see you. Thank you for having me. Take care.
Have a great night.
You too. Bye-bye.
So, guys, as you see, we are rocking here at the Record Museum. It is such a blast here. It is so many great things to be had here. A big shout out to our sponsor, Rosenfeld Dental Associates, located 1095 Inman Avenue in Edison, New Jersey. Go rock your smile with a rock doc. David Rosenfeld, nominated one of the top dentists of 2022 going into 2023. And also much congratulations and appreciation for the band Monte Carlo. Here comes... Oh, you just missed your girl. Your girl.
You just said she was on.
Oh, man.
Well, that's why I waited till she was on.
Oh, there it is.
No, I didn't do that.
So, yeah, we just got done talking with Michelle, and
Did she say anything bad? Because if she did, it's probably all true.
no. So, any plans after April 8th?
Well, hopefully we can get some video made, because we had to once again take down our Facebook page because the former members like, I don't want any of my video up there, and we honored it. Now this is the second time this happened to us, and I'm not letting it happen again. Like me and Michelle, we tell everybody who joins the band, if we make video, it stays up if you leave.
Right. No, I mean,
we have some great video. You know, we had that Trocadero show, we had
Right.
the Queen, we had and then we had a couple shows here with Chad, and it's like, you know, we can't put it up. Well, no, the last show, the video was bad, and it was at halftime in Delaware, which is a great place.
yes.
Great stage, great lights, and the
George or Mark Azzello was on a couple 2 weeks
I watched
ago.
that.
Yeah, Mark was on.
It's funny because I just see because we played there Saturday, and we were talking about how he's doing the interview with you on Tuesday, so I made sure to.
Yeah, Mark's a great dude, man.
He is. Yes, he is. And where were we at? So as far as you said, what we're doing after this is that we don't have any. We don't have anything lined up yet. Like we can't go out and try to get shows when we don't have a Facebook page or anything. We got pictures. That's it. You know, we have nothing on it. You know, so that's. But I mean, there are some. I do have, like, you know, people like you and some people that I can get us to get some shows without the Facebook.
Right.
Or without Facebook. I guess when you're older, you say the Facebook.
And you brought the Queen show up, and that was the other thing. And this shows the reason why, like, you guys are the perfect fit for the 5th anniversary. That was the first anniversary party of the Rock and Roll Union that we had. You were interviewing on that stage. Scott was with, Road Dogg was with us. Lovely D was with us.
Right.
Paradise Rose played with you guys that night.
No, we had to cancel.
That's
That
right.
was
That's right.
Michelle had, her thing.
But that just shows how far back.
Head Motor.
Yes, that's right. Head Motor took.
Right.
Shout out to Sean, man. Good guy.
Yeah, he got a ZZ top.
Yeah,
I wanna see
man.
that. He's playing.
He's playing the Landis Theater
on the 8th.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. I was so frustrated. I was like, man, like.
Well, we are going on first, so maybe I'll bail out. I don't know. You told your first birthday bash. You had us go on last.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. That
now
wasn't
first.
Honestly. That was more Clockwork Productions because that was my first show ever.
I noticed because I came up to you at 5 of 8. I go, is the band going on in 5 minutes? You're like, no, man, I'm going to wait a half an hour for more people. And I've done these shows before. And I go, oh, man, I can see where this is going. And I was right. You were letting bands do encores and play forever. And then we didn't go on until 1:45.
And I'll tell you what.
Which is an hour and a half after you said we were originally going to go. But I knew that was going to happen. And I just went with it.
I'll tell you what. In the 5 years that I've been doing this, I've gotten so much more seasoned at it. And I've like, I was talking to Kevin downstairs. As far as pulling away from doing a lot of the live shows that I was doing one a month at one point,
right?
And to the point where it stopped being special anymore. So like every event that I do now is for either charity or something special, and this anniversary show is really going to be something special.
Well, you got two great, you got Sic Vikki and Carte Blanche. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, I think so. I always call them Carte Blanche. And
you said that.
And then Pat kind of corrected me and said, no, it's this.
Well, there's no way to correct this now.
So, yeah, there it is.
Carte Blanche. How about that? No, but they were like back in the day, around Jersey area. They were pretty big bands. I mean, Sic Vikki actually had a record deal, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
honestly, they were with
honestly,
Geffen.
I didn't know that. I knew the name. I didn't know that they actually had.
Sic Vikki was on Geffen, man, and
I didn't know that until the last show that they did.
The problem with Geffen, the problem with Sic Vikki was they came out around. Now they were around in the mid to late '80s, but their first album didn't come out to right around the same time that grunge hit. And once grunge hit, everything else was like.
If you released an album in early 1990. The year 1990, you had a chance. Anytime after that, you were pushing it. If it was 91, it was starting to
Can
go
we
bad.
say that? Can we say that grunge was the COVID to rock and roll?
That's a. I could shoot a lot of holes in these theories. I could talk about this forever, but if you think about it, if you look back in the history of music, every generation eventually dies and the other one comes in. I mean, it even happened to Aerosmith, and
Yeah, but I mean, since
every band looked and sounded the same by the end, even though that's my favorite music and I love it till this day, it was just so saturated.
But now we're going 20. Well, let's just
30.
round it out. We're going 25 years into the new millennium. We're 2 years shy from being a quarter of the way through the new millennium. Has there been any defining music in the 23 years since 2000?
No.
Has there been any bands that have said, okay, well, I'm going to see this band in 30 years.
No.
I'm going to see them in 40 years.
I got one better for you. Can you name one band that came out 1995 and later that would be big enough to play like an arena? Like Motley Crue and Def Leppard are doing, or like the Chili Peppers are doing. I can't think of. There's no band really that came.
There were two, and one I only say because they're on an arena tour, or just recently got off an arena tour. Was Green Day. And
but Green Day Green Day came out in the early '90s though.
So
that don't count.
The other one I'll give you is the Foo Fighters.
Well, you know,
Not saying that I'm 100% behind. I'm not a big
I stand
Foo
corrected.
Fighters fan, but I will say the Foo Fighters.
No, the Foo Fighters. Okay, and their first album was 1995. Okay, well, I said after 1995.
So,
But that's a good one. Yeah, I did say 95 or later. But I think about this kind of stuff a lot. And it's like a lot of these people want to go see like Motley Crue, Def Leppard because a lot of it's nostalgia too. You know, it's not because they're there because they want to hear the music from their new album.
does it piss anyone else off that Megadeth opens up from Five Finger Death Punch?
It doesn't make me mad, but
It pisses me off.
you know, I mean, look at Cheap Trick. Cheap Trick's been doing it since the '80s. Been opening up for Motley Crue in '85, and they just been open. They're still opening for everybody, and that band's like legendary. And
Well, that was the other thing that was kind of a sour note for me was I took my sons to see the final Motley Crue show. Paid the money to go see the final Motley Crue show with the whole family, which was a lot of money. For 4 years later, they're back touring again. I'm like, you son of a bitch.
Come on, you didn't know that was going to happen.
All right, so how about this? How about we take a guesstimate on do we think this is really the farewell for Kiss? You say did you expect anything less? So
it might be because they are like hitting 70s, you know, but they're not singing their own music now, apparently.
Now I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back 5 years. Gene Simmons said that he could see Kiss going on without any of the original members,
and that's
kind of like Foreigner's doing. But
I could totally see that happen. Yes.
I mean, we're going back and isn't that a tribute band?
At this point, you're just paying for the brand.
Exactly.
They own the
It's
Kiss
a tribute
brand.
act at that point.
Yeah, I can see that working. Why not? Sure. Especially with the makeup, they can look like the 70s. They don't, you know. I mean, could that be with it? I mean, like you said, so Foreigner's doing it, and people just. But from what I heard, Foreigners, when the only original member doesn't play that night,
Mick Taylor,
they call it an evening of Foreigner music.
Now, I'll be honest. I seen Foreigner with Mick Taylor. Thank God I was able to see that. I was happy to be able to see that.
Mick Jones.
Mick Jones, you're right. Sorry, Mick Jones. Mick Taylor's in the Stones. Mick Jones,
Chad, please speak. Help us out here.
There you go. He's just gonna let us fumble.
Thanks,
like, Chad.
He's the Mick Mars of the group.
Yeah, you know what? I have a record store. I know a lot of stuff, but I don't know a lot of stuff too. You know, and you forget a lot of stuff.
Absolutely.
And I'm terrible at trivia too. So people think, I got a record. He's got a record store. He must know this, and they start testing me. Like, you win.
I'll never forget going to a horror festival, and
did you win?
They had a whole Q&A at this horror fest, and like there were fans in the crowd, and they were able to ask questions. And the one guy got up and he was like, "In this film, scene 3 of this, that, and the other, did you really think that this was going?" Like I was like, "How the fuck do you remember all this?"
That's a.
I'll watch a movie today and not remember it tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a talent, it's a genius in a way, you know, certain levels of the genius, and then there's us morons. No, I didn't mean us morons. I mean us, as in my people.
But yeah, like I love seeing people get dumbfounded with questions. Like people ask questions of these celebrities. I'll be like, I did this. Yeah, do you remember when you played on this album?
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
Oh, I hate.
I love that.
They don't even know what songs on their album. Like I'll be watching an interview and they'll be like, "What album is that on?" And it's like the artist himself. I'm like, man, even I know. I know like every song from song 1 to song 10, and then they don't know what album it's on.
But yeah, guys. April 8th, man, really looking forward to it. I'm going to call this now because it's almost 8:30. But, guys, make sure you have a website, anything.
No, just go on Facebook and put Scorpio band. Like I said, we're starting all over with that.
There it is.
Which means we got like no likes.
From scratch, but they will be opening up our show, man. They're going to have a nice early, start. So everybody that's out there, get there early, man. We're also going to be having some goodies from some desserts for sale. There's going to be food for sale at the place. So it's going to be an awesome evening all the way around. So make sure you get your tickets. They're still available. You can check any band out for that information. Carte Blanche, Sic Vikki, Scorpio has tickets for sale as well. So make sure you get out there and get your tickets. And once again, check out the Record Museum as well, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Berlin, New Jersey,
But
man.
here's-
Really,
great.
really, really killer spot, man. And
Look for this. Look
there it
for
is.
this. Play on this.
I don't know. That's pretty hard to see.
guys, there it is. You guys have a great rest of your evening, and until next time, don't just leave it better. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.